Good afternoon. My name is Donald Lee Taylor. Nickname, most people know me by Joshua. And what I'd like to bring to you today, this is the second video of the Hexidome design, Hexidome floor system. And 2 days ago I started, and I was able to finish most of the cutting on the chop saw. And so this first day I spent about 4.5 hours chopping up wood, and yesterday I started to assemble the pieces. So altogether I got 4.5 hours, 2 hours yesterday, and a couple hours today doing the final assembly here. About maybe 10 hours altogether. So I'm just going to give you a walk around. That's my dog Max. Give you more review of this half floor system. So the sides here, they're 24 inches wide here, and as you can see, I have these sections bolted together. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of these floor sections are bolted together to make this half X floor. I'll just give you a look at the sides. So I have 6 wall sections, so these would be the foundational support. And when it's all said and done and cladded with OSB, you shouldn't have to have no center support at all. This is going to do the job. The only thing I found out on this is you got a little discrepancy on the bottom. It's about maybe 3/16 of an inch out, but all in all, it's not bad. And this is what I hope to achieve. That's a 16-foot hexadome, and the floor system that I'm making is for a 12-foot hexadome. So this would be double the material and double the time. This is 192 square foot, and the one that I'm making now is 108 square foot. This is a little shop that I've made in the last couple days, and to show you the floor sections. This is what I started on these hex panels. And I got it all set up where I actually make these sections first, which only takes maybe 10 minutes to assemble for a pre-assembly, and to put these in maybe another 5 minutes, so maybe 15 minutes to, say 20 minutes to make one of these panels. So you times that by 6. So you're looking at about 4 hours between that and these wall sections. I jigged this out too to make the foundational sections and the floor systems. So about cutting time would take, if you're all set up and you're ate your Cheerios in the morning and your mind's not sluggish, you should be able to cut all the sections and prefab them, do the pre-assembly. I'll say about 8 hours. So one day you should be able to cut all the material and pre-assemble all the pieces. So you're looking at another maybe 2 hours assembly time. I'm saying 10, and so. And this is for the pre-assembly. So once I make the other half, I'll flip both sides down, then I'll join them together. And the trick is to try to, when you put it together, you want to make sure you're the same distance from point to point on this. So that could be a little tricky because I don't have a prefab table to set this up on. But my goal here, my intention here, we know that trouble is coming. We know that the wormwood or the destroyer is coming. And there's a blackout on the news. Russia is warning their people. And China is warning their people, and they're doing something about it. But our people in America and Canada, they're dead silent on this. And there's enough evidence, especially with the jet stream now crossing over into the southern hemisphere. We got trouble on the way. And the Lord gave me this relocation floor system that I have in here. My first prototype I built nearly a year ago. This is the relocation platform technology that the Lord gave me in a dream in the summer of 2009. This would be more for a disaster relief, a quick setup. You wouldn't need this hex floor system because it's a standalone system, the relocation platform. The only advantage of this is that can be used for if you're going to have something permanent. You want an insulated floor. You can have 5 inches of insulation in this, and you're good to go. One thing that hit me on this when I put it together is that the half floor system itself is the package. It is the package. So if you take the other half and join them together, you're going to have something that would easily fit on a trailer that wouldn't be any more than around 5 feet wide. And, you know, you could expand it if you have to. So these wall sections here, they're 6 foot. They would easily, you might have to make like a floor that this could sit on, or you could lift it up with a forklift. So your sections would easily fit in. So all your, well, I should say, on the first riser of the Hexidome there, all those sections there, you can take those 6 sections on the bottom half, you can easily put them in there. So the whole floor system actually becomes your cradle. And you can do it up. The only thing that you may have, that I'm finding that you might have to deal with, not be able to store inside the system, is the roof section up there. But I could piece that together as a package and that could be put in. And one of the things I want to do with the Hexidome on the lower panel there, and I want to make a dormer system. So I'll frame the dormer out as much as I can. I'll maximize the space. And the dormers themselves, they'll probably be too large to fit into the package. And I'm getting this out there though. This will be a takeoff of the Teenie Tiny Homes. And for those of you that are in the know, you know, for those of you that walk in dreams and visions, that hear the Lord's voice, this is for you. And you know, like the Lord's raised me up as a Joseph. So that's what you have here. It spells the name Joseph, the Joseph Initiative, to help meet the needs of God's people. This is not for the world. It could be. And I like to see this being used for the homeless, used for setting up communities for single parents. And there's lots of uses this could be used for. I believe it's a superior concept to the Teenie Tiny Homes. The Teenie Tiny Homes are a good thing. They're an excellent vision. Now, this vision is one of more permanent to be able to get out of Babylon and set up in the places of refuge. This is what this is for. And in the visions that the Lord gave me in 1988, I saw Vancouver Island destroyed. I saw Vancouver destroyed. But just before it all took place, the Lord showed me a vision of over 10,000 vehicles fleeing the west coast, and right in the center of this 50-mile convoy, there were 5 miles of transport trucks. And they were all carrying the same payload, and I knew in the spirit that they were fully set up for the long term. In other words, they had everything that they needed. They didn't have to be reliant on anybody So this could be the early stages of this. And so I'll be asking for for donations down the way. I need to set up a PayPal account. During the week, you know, I'm presently working out of Nanaimo full time in another city close to Nanaimo, a little over an hour away. So my time here is limited to what I can do. But I'm doing what I can. So I'm just going to give you a little setup of my shop. I built all of this out of a scrap since last weekend. And I got this chop saw for $300. And what do you call those? A belt sander for another $45, and those big C-clamps that you saw for another. I got everything for $350, so you can't go wrong with that. And as far as the jigs, easy to make. Once you set up your jigs, you know, it just takes a matter of minutes to form up these walls and foundation walls and form up these floor systems. And what can I say? I thank the Lord that God has given me the skill, the ability, and the vision to build these. Overall, it's cost me, you have to add another $50 to that. That's $230. Say with the screws and all that, about $300 in material. So altogether, I've used 24 2x6x8, and I've used 18, another 24 2x4x8s to make all this. That's not bad. And the OSB, it's gone up in price. Last year you could buy the OSB for around $10 a sheet from Rona, but now it's skyrocketing on the 7/16. And probably all together, the framing for everything should run maybe say $1,500, between $1,200 to $1,500, and the sheathing 7/16 OSB maybe $500. So you're looking at about $2,000 of material to absolutely frame out a teeny tiny cabin here. And what I like to do, you know, this is already made around the perimeter. You know, it's already raised up 2 feet off the ground. So around the perimeter, I would like to put a boardwalk all the way around, and that gives you storage for wood storage or whatever, and a nice balcony. And so if you're 6, this is 8 foot, but this is 6 foot. If you expand out to 8 foot, that would give you your 4 foot walkway. And the dormers would be able to take, your window sizes would be flexible, and the same dormers you would also use for your door. So you would have the same dormer shape on all 6 sides. Okay, this is it, I think. I'm going to get this uploaded, and the next 2 or 3 hours, I'm going to finish pre-assembling all these components here and put it together to form another one of these. I'll flop it down and join them together and see what we have. This is Joshua Taylor, Donald D. Taylor, coming to you from here in Cassidy, British Columbia, outside of Nanaimo. For those of you who would like to donate, get back to me, and along with a PayPal account, you could do an e-transfer or a MoneyGram, and whatever comes in, it'd be used to help with the work of the Lord. For this is what it's for. And once it's all said and done, I can have this all blueprinted and all the videos, so that those of you that are interested in developing your own systems can do it. Thank the Lord.